Good morning everybody, I hope you're all well. I wanted to put this video out today as I've been signed off work for a month, so I have time now to do these videos more frequently while I'm off work. And I wanted to let you guys know, as a lot of you have asked me how I'm doing and so on. I'm good. Today is, I can say, after going through this rocky time, this pretty rotten time that I've recently been having, what with the spike that I had and this trouble with this drug gabapentin and the withdrawal from this gabapentin, I've had a pretty rotten couple of weeks with it. But today I can say to you all, I'm good. I'm back to my level 1 or 2, what I call my level 1 or 2 self. I said to Amanda this morning when I woke up, you can probably tell how I'm in a much better frame of mind. I'm how can I put this? Relieved. I'm in a state of relief. I'm getting relief from the tinnitus now. My tinnitus is back down to a level 1 or 2, and to be honest, this morning it's more like a level 1. I'm hardly noticing it at all, thank God. I'm back there. I am back there. I know I said in previous videos that I would get back there, and I'm there. I've made it. I've made it. Today, yes, I'm in a much better frame of mind. My tinnitus, it's there, it is there, but it's way in the background. It's like somebody, it's like it's being made, someone's making this noise right at the back of my garden. It's way in the back of my mind. So today, when I start spending my day in my garage, whatever I'm going to do today, I doubt I will even hear it today. I'm back to that stage, thank God. It's such a relief. So I just want to say thank you all for your best wishes during this time, and yeah, I'm back, so fantastic. How did I get there? Through my natural methods, as I've spoken about before. So the other part of this video is going to be a Q&A. Oh, and I wanted to say as well, I'm relieved that I'm back to where I'm in a good frame of mind and my level 1 or 2 self, because as I've said before, on Friday I'm going to be having a very special guest with me, and you all probably know who that's going to be. So really looking forward to that now, especially now that I'm back to feeling good. So it should be a really good day and a great video for you guys to watch. So looking forward to that now, really looking forward to it. Right, going to get into a bit of Q&A. Had a few emails and posts, so going to get into that. Right, the first one was an email from Pete. You've emailed me a few times now, Pete, and thanks for your best wishes. Pete, you said to me you've been using my Andrew Parr videos and you found them very helpful, but why do I think they're better if you have the original audio formats? I have said in previous videos, the reason they're better if you have the original audio format, Pete, is because they were recorded in a certain type of stereo. There's audio within these files where a good example is there's part of it where you're listening to an aircraft and the aircraft travels from one side through to the other and then away, and you can only get the true recording as it was meant to be heard with the original audio files in their true stereo. And you've asked if I will send them to you. Yes, of course I will. I will send them to you today, so you should get them. So I'm happy that the videos have helped, but the audio files in their original format should be even better for you. So I will do that for you today. You've also, you've said to me you are not going to be taking gabapentin. We've had a couple of emails thrown back and forwards to each other about gabapentin and the possibility that you were going to take it. But since seeing my last video, you've decided you're not going to take it. So I think that's probably for the best. I think that's wise, considering what I've been through. Yeah, steer clear of it. Steer clear of it. That's not to say, let me just cover myself here a little bit. That's not to say that other people, my doctor has said to me, other people have been on gabapentin and they're fine and they haven't suffered any side effects. Okay, I take that in good faith, but my experience has not been good with it. So my advice is to steer clear. And you've said you are going to try an audio device. You don't say which one it is or where you're getting it from, but you're going to try it. Okay, brilliant. Let me know how you get on with it, Pete. If it works, fantastic. Use whatever works for you. So yeah, give it a go and let me know how you get on. So good to hear from you, Pete. Right. Now I've had a private message sent to me through YouTube, not an email, through YouTube, a private message from someone called Mr. Razzle Dazzle. Razzle Dazzle. Okay. Show business. Mr. Razzle Dazzle. And I'm getting the vibe from your private message to me that you're a little bit narked with me, or I don't know. You seem to have the be a little bit narked, but you haven't been rude and you haven't been insulting. So I am going to read your question and your questions and try and answer you. Okay, because you've done it in a civil way, so that's fine. I don't mind that. Criticism is fine as long as it's done in a constructive way. I don't mind at all. And you've said to me, I'll read it how you've written it. You've said to me, Aid, why do I put Tai Chi forward as a cure? Why do I put Tai Chi forward as a cure? How can this possibly work? Big exclamation mark, big question mark. Okay, Razzle Dazzle. Firstly, I have never put Tai Chi forward as a cure. I would never do that. I don't put anything forward in that manner as a complete cure. Okay, I do not, I want to make this as clear as possible. I do not put Tai Chi, the practice of Tai Chi, forward as a cure for tinnitus. I have never said that. Alright, so let's clear that up straight away. I'm not saying it's a cure. What I have said, and what I stand by absolutely, is that Tai Chi is very, very helpful and therapeutic in the relief of tinnitus. Why do I say this? Because when I am practicing Tai Chi, my focus is within my body. The focus and attention is taken away from my mind into my body while I'm doing the slow movements of the Tai Chi. Tai Chi is very, very concentrated, focused movements of the body, and you have to be focused on the movements of the body. That's why I put it forward as a relief and a therapy, and it's very, very helpful for relief of tinnitus. When I am actually practicing my Tai Chi, while I am in the act of performing the movements, I am not hearing my tinnitus at all while I'm doing it. And after I've finished my session, I am in a much more relaxed state, and the tinnitus does seem to be diminished. It is reduced. So that is why I put it forward as a relief and a good therapy, and it's helpful for relief of tinnitus. If you don't want to take my word for it, there are others who are of the similar mindset. If you go to Julian Cohen Hill's channel, I mean, you won't get better than Julian. Julian, in my opinion, is the world's leading authority on tinnitus. Everything he has said so far, for me at least, he's been right about. and he's the one that got me onto Tai Chi. And all I can tell you, Razzle Dazzle, Mr. Razzle Dazzle, is that it's helpful. I've never said it's a cure, right? It's not a cure, but it's very helpful. Try it, you may find benefit from it. Then you've asked me, oh, you've put, why would this help me? Why would Tai Chi help me? How can this possibly work? My ears are damaged. Big exclamation mark, big question mark. My ears are damaged. How can this help me? Right, the ears. I've spoken about this a few times. I'm not going to go through it all again. If you watch previous videos, I've spoken about the ears, hair cell damage, etc. The bottom line with that damage to the ears, yes, you can get tinnitus through hearing ear damage. Absolutely true, you can. A lot of people do have tinnitus through loud noise exposure and damage to the ears and hair cells. The thing is, once your hair cells are dead, if that's how you've got your tinnitus and it is damage to the hair cells, once your hair cells are dead, they do not grow back. They do not grow back. So it is pointless trying to treat the ear or cure your tinnitus through treatment of your ear. Your hair cells are dead, they're not growing back, and it is the brain that creates the noise that you hear as your tinnitus. Okay, if you want a further explanation of this, watch some of the previous videos or go and watch Julian's videos. There's explanations in further detail of why this is. It's not your ear you need to focus on, it's your brain and the way your brain perceives your tinnitus, the way your brain perceives your tinnitus, the way your brain interprets your tinnitus. So to answer that question, I don't say Tai Chi is going to help cure your ears or heal your ears. That's not what I'm saying at all. It's, as I've already said, it's a helpful therapeutic way of reducing and relief from the noise you hear as tinnitus. And you've also asked me again, big exclamation marks again, why do I say there's no connection with the TMJ? There is, big exclamation mark. That's what you've put. Why do I say there's no connection with TMJ? There is, big exclamation mark. Okay, I've never said there is no connection with TMJ. I've never said that. What I have said is, for me, I don't think there's any connection with my TMJ joint. I thought there was at a time. I had swelling and pain and tautness and tightness, and my craniotherapist has said there's a tautness and tightness, and he actually did some craniotherapy within my mouth and the muscles of my mouth. So at a time I thought there may be a connection, but there is no connection as far as I'm aware with my TMJ and my tinnitus. I recently had a tooth removed from this side of my face, my jaw, side of my face. I recently had a tooth removed, and all my pain, swelling and issues with this side of my face and this area have disappeared. So mine was just a tooth. But I've never said there's no connection with TMJ, with tinnitus. There is, I agree. So please don't misquote me. I've never said there's no connection. If you want more information, if you are suffering, you don't say whether you're suffering with TMJ problems, Razzle Dazzle. But if you are, recently Gray, another YouTuber, you're probably aware of him, he's recently put up a video, fantastic video, very, very interesting, fascinating stuff about TMJ, the jaw, the alignment of the jaw, the relation in which it has with our tinnitus and our overall health. I strongly suggest you go and watch Gray's recent video. It's a fantastic video. He's very good on this issue. That's who you'll need to talk to if you are having issues with your TMJ. So to clear that up, I've never said there is no connection. There is, just not for me. Mine is a purely neurological problem with my tinnitus. That's how I got it, through high levels of stress. Not loud noise exposure, no issues with my TMJ, it's neurological with me. That's just me, okay? So I hope that's cleared your questions up, but thank you for your questions, and at least you were civil in the way you asked them, even though I can tell you're a bit annoyed and angry for whatever reasons you have, but thank you anyway. Okay, and then I've got another private message through YouTube from the Hound again, and his question, and I like your style, Hound. You're very direct. I'm guessing you're a biker. I know you were going to look for a headlight for me, so I'm guessing you're a biker. I like your style. You're straight to the point, and you've asked me, how's your eyeballs? How's your eyeballs? Right. You can probably see I've started having to wear reading glasses now. I look like my father. I've started having to wear these reading glasses. So my eyes have deteriorated, unfortunately, and my focus has not come back. And this was due, I believe, I'm convinced, through this drug, gabapentin. It has affected my eyesight. And when I spoke to my doctor, he said this can be one of the side effects. One of the side effects of taking this drug. Is my eyesight going to come back to being as it was? Because before I was on it, it was perfect. My eyesight was perfect, but now it isn't. Is my eyesight going to come back? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm just glad that I stopped taking the stuff when I did, because it could have further damaged it. So at the moment I'm having to wear reading glasses, but hopefully my eyesight will improve again now that I am off of this drug. And yeah, so at the moment that's it, Hound. I'm wearing glasses. Where's my headlight? Alright, get in touch, let me know when you find one. Right, and I've had a post, not a question but a post, on my last video, my Tinnitus 3 Days of Peace. I had a post from someone called AMT, and they have said, this is the reason I'm mentioning this, because it's nice to hear when I'm putting these videos out there and I'm saying I've had 3 days of peace. I can get to a place where my tinnitus is, I can, you know, almost can't hear it. I can go through days of not hearing my tinnitus. When I'm saying these things, particularly when I've been saying I've had 3 days of true peace and true silence, and this post relates to the neurological and the emotional side, the connection, the emotional connection that our emotional state has with our tinnitus. And this is what I've been putting out there from the start pretty much. Our emotional state affects our tinnitus. And this post from AMT, I'm mentioning this because I'm going to read out what you've put, because it kind of echoes what I've been saying. You wrote to me, AMT, this was fascinating. I have a revolving door of symptoms that I've experienced due to the result of heavy stress. And you've said, and this is why I'm going to mention this, because I said when I came home from my 3 days of true silence from my holiday, as soon as I walked through my front door, I noticed my tinnitus again. Why? Why did this happen? And I've said before in my other video, this is because my emotional state has changed from when I was on holiday to coming home, and my mind reflects this in the intensity of my tinnitus. So it is connected to our emotional state. And you have written, AMT, recently I returned from a vacation, and as soon as I stepped in the door, exactly the same as me, as soon as I stepped in the door, the symptoms symptoms quietly rose up. It brought me up short as I hadn't thought about them being gone until I experienced them again. Let me say that again. It brought me up short as I hadn't thought about them being gone until I experienced them again. Right, so there you are. And you've also put, unfortunately the tinnitus was not affected during the vacation, but I am convinced it is a mind-body connection that has helped me to live with this as I work through and find ways to relax my mind and body. Okay, so what AMT is saying there echoes what I've said. Your emotional state. He only noticed his tinnitus as he walked through, after being on holiday, through his front door. Not as acutely as mine, by the sound of it, not as acutely, but still, there it is. So it's good to hear other people saying, echoing my own thoughts on this, because the more this community grows and the more we can bounce ideas and thoughts and experiences off of each other, the more we can all look for ways of relief of this condition. So thank you for that, AMT, and it's good to hear things like that and for other people to see posts like that, positive posts. Okay, like I say, I'm feeling really good now. I'm back to being in a good frame of mind. A lot of this I think is due to being away from work and stresses and coming away from this drug. I think I'm past the worst of that now. And I just want to say thank you all again for all your best wishes during this difficult time, and the next video will be with my special guest, who you all would have probably guessed who that's going to be, on Friday. Very much looking forward to that, and it should be a really interesting and good video for you to all watch. So very much looking forward to that. Okay, that's it everybody. Thank you very much for all your kind thoughts, and best wishes to you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.